ETH, we start with monthly chart. Just I want to give a quick update. And as we can see, based on monthly chart, similar to other charts like Bitcoin, now we have this move. Now the question is whether this is the start of the up move or not. And based on monthly, we don't have much thing to discuss. That's why we move to lower time frame. And if we move to lower time frame, first things, now the question is whether this is the three-way flat relative to what we had here for the next drop, because we have been looking for this one as an expanding flat. And if this happen, we can expect the price drop to 500. And whenever I talk about this option, most of the traders, they don't like it, all right? But we need to be aware about this possibility. But we don't need to wait for the next drop. As I mentioned in my last analysis, we don't need to wait for the next drop before we look for the reversal, all right? That's why we expect this is the start of the up move. That's why we want to see whether this one can continue and break the all-time high or not. Okay, that's why at this point we are looking, since the price could tag also break the previous top. Now what I'm expecting, we go with the second option. We are expecting this one to give us a correction as a first, second for the next move. All right, that's why if we get any opportunity for buy, we will take it. Then if we see this option, then from there we can see how high it can go. All right, that's mean if we get any opportunity for buy, we will take it, but we prefer based on lower time frame, we get the deeper correction before we see the next move, because it can give us better opportunity to look for buy. That's why if anyone wants to look for buy, we have to wait for the trade setup because of the first option. Because if this one can turn to be correct, true, this is what we get. All right. By the way, we're looking for continuation, but we expect deeper correction. And if we move to lower time frame based on daily chart, all right, that's mean we are not expecting to get as deep as what we had here, at least a deeper correction. We can relate this one in relate to what we had here. All right. Now, we don't see any trade setup. And as I mentioned, if we see any continuation, because we have been looking for this one, if still we can look for the 2.4 following by 2.8 as the short-term targets, because as I mentioned my last analysis, the breakout of this one is very important for us for continuation. All right. Now, how to look for trade based on daily chart? We don't have any trade setup. Now we want to see what we will get here, whether we see the continuation, because if the price didn't give us a deeper correction, if the price continue from here, then at any price we will expect to see the deeper correction. Okay, similar to what we have here, not as deep as what we had here, but at least a deeper correction. But now how to look for trade, whether we should I mean, based on daily chart, I don't see any trade setup. That's why we move to lower time frame. If anyone wants to look for the trade setup, I draw a line here. This is indicative, it doesn't show us anything, but we are as I mentioned, if the price reverse from here as a corrective, we are expecting for the next drop. And for me, the reason I draw this line, I don't want to see the breakout of this before we see the next drop. All right, that's why I mentioned this is not the deeper correction. Okay, but even based on forward chart, I don't see any trade setup. And if I move to lower time frame, how we can look for trade, the best option, similar to what I explained for Bitcoin, I prefer to see one more drop. Then either we look for the reversal as a sharp move flag, I will take the trade, or if I see one more drop, then I put my entry above here. In that case, what I want to price sharply reverse, tag, break, and continue. But if we see the drop, it broke the line, we see the it break the line, and we see the continuation, then this option is not valid. The only thing is we want to see how it formed. Then at least we can look for the reversal as a sharp move flag. Okay, at this point, having entry above here is not really good idea. The best thing is, if anyone wants to put the entry above the correction, they should put somewhere above here. Okay, again, for next drop, this is the best option I'm looking for, because in that case I can consider this is as a tree wave. All right, but how about if the price reverse from here as a sharp move? In that case, we have to look for the flag. That's why having a tree above here also can be an option. All right, but at this point we have to wait. We want to see whether we can get the next drop or not. Then how to look for trade? As I mentioned again, either we put our entry above here, or we wait for the next drop, then we move our entry above here, or we look for the reversal as a sharp move. flag. But if we get any opportunity for buy, if I move to a higher time frame, if I move to daily chart, if I get any opportunity for buy with the breakout of desktop, all right, which is somewhere around 2150, then this is the short-term target based on daily chart I'm looking for. And I'm expecting to see the breakout of this zone for continuation. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.